Hello, I'm Catherine Bruce, and welcome to the Bright Ideas series. Today we are going to talk about the trend in training and education. I'm joined by Janet Cecchetini, the Senior Manager of Education at Acuity Brands. We've all seen the boom in online training and webinars during our work-from-home scenarios. Before the coronavirus outbreak, the global online education market was projected to witness an almost 10% growth by 2025, and that's not the only trend to consider. But first, one critical question we need to ask: what do you see as the difference between training and education?
That's really an interesting question, Catherine. And not just in our industry, but across all industries. There is a difference between training, which I see as teaching someone how to do something specific, like a job aid, teaching them to perform a task. But education is really teaching people to think for themselves on a particular topic, to give them the foundational knowledge that they need in order to make decisions moving forward.
So what are some of the key trends we see in education?
Of course, everything has moved to a virtual world at this point, but I don't see that trend changing. A lot of people are getting very comfortable in their home offices, and I think we're going to see a pivot in this trend moving forward. Virtual training was a challenge for a lot of people at first, both us as...
It was a big change.
Oh, absolutely.
Rapidly.
but both us as training or educators and those people who were on the other side, who were consuming that education. A lot of people had to learn a lot of technology very quickly, and we noticed those challenges early on, but it really has smoothed out, I think.
Well, the lighting industry has a very complex route to market, many influencers involved in the buying decisions. So what are some of the things that Acuity Brands is doing to make sure we're educating all of those various roles?
We try and think about each influencer, customer, end user from their perspective as the what's in it for me scenario. Many of the trades now are working much more closely together as opposed to each one doing their job separately. We look at things like BIM modeling, where all of the trades are together instead of old AutoCAD drawings where everybody kind of had their own layer to work with. So we need to help to make sure that everyone is speaking the same language and that everyone has a little bit of understanding about what each of the different trades does and what they're involved in.
So how are you ensuring within your curriculums and your training programs that you're speaking the same language?
We try to expand our training to not only encompass our products and our maybe worldview, but we need to make sure that our customers and our influencers understand that many times there's a different word for the same thing. So, for example, we call a particular technology in Acuity Brands tunable white. Other manufacturers may call that dynamic white, but we need to make sure that all of the individuals who need to understand this language know that those words mean the same thing, and we're talking about the same performance.
And then how do you create a training plan that meets the needs of those various roles and the way they want to learn?
We have done a lot of study about the different methodologies that people learn. Some people learn visually, some people learn by hearing, some people learn by doing. And we try and hit all of those various modalities, if you will, within our training programs. But I think most critically is the thought process that people put into learning. Some people want to sit down and study and consume that knowledge so that they'll be prepared when they need it. Other people want that just-in-time information. So when they come up against a challenge or they come up against something that they're uncertain about, they want to get on their mobile device and they want to be able to find that information easily and from a reliable, reputable source so that they can trust the information that they're seeing.
Right. So I'm definitely one of those just-in-time users and learners. So what tools are available for people to stay up to date?
We really want to provide the tools that people are going to use. We have a learning system where people can go in and search for particular topics or particular products that they have an interest in. Sometimes the best answer might be a YouTube video, as many people know. A 2-minute video can really give you the information that you're looking for, and it's that visual demonstration. Lighting is a particular topic that it's important to see in person, and instructor-led training in one of our facilities is, I think, a critical piece to the overall education. Lighting is something that you need to see and experience and be in the same room with to really understand it.
Well, thank you, Janet, for educating us on some education trends. Employee education is an extremely important experience for all businesses. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce says 94% of employees would stay longer at a company if it invested in their development. We will continue this conversation in our next episode on how your business can improve their employee education programs. Thank you.